As everyone knows, uh, Trump fired Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, and he appointed in his place Matthew G. Whitaker as acting Attorney General. And since he appointed this Matthew G. Whitaker, there's been a fight ever since. In fact, I didn't see it, but I heard the Democrats filed some papers today. Didn't see the papers. I don't know what's in them, but I do know to stop this Whitaker, acting Attorney General Whitaker, from proceeding with the things that he wants to do. Now, naturally, before he was appointed, he said that he didn't like Mueller. He didn't like Mueller. And one thing bad against him is that, in a way, is that he had a client that was in Iowa that was involved in world patent marketing, which company's out of business. He was involved with that, and they say there are customers that are defrauded out of millions of dollars before a judge shut it down last year. So what he did with them, or he was just a lawyer, I don't know. I'm just putting this down as information for us to think about. Now, Trump is moving forward, and he appointed him, and I have a feeling Trump wants this guy, Matthew G. Whitaker, since he doesn't like the Mueller. I think he'd like for him to fire Mueller immediately, because Mueller can do nothing but cause Trump trouble, and he knows that. This Mueller investigation's been going on and on. It says he was supposed to be investigating Russia, but I don't see nothing out of Russia. And these other people he was investigating, there are a few guilty pleas involved, but none of those people have anything to do with the president. These are all things where they were stealing money or lied to a bank or put money offshore, things like that. Now, the big question involved here, which we have to work on, is first of all, is Whitaker legal? His appointment, is he legal, or should a judge or court come in and just say, look, you were never confirmed by the Senate? And that's one thing that these attorney generals have to do, is they have to have confirmation by the Senate. You have never been confirmed by anybody. So how can you serve in this position if you don't have that confirmation? So then we go back and say, well, when did people start getting confirmed, by the Senate like this? Because a lot of times somebody's going to quit, he'll get sick, he could die, and the president has to walk in and appoint somebody else. So it goes, believe it or not, a lot of this goes back to George Washington, because he had some people that were appointed without Senate confirmation. That's what they're yelling about, Senate confirmation, to temporarily carry out the duties of a vacant principal officer. Actually, there were, Justice Department said there were 160 occasions before the Civil War. Before the Civil War, in which presidents had designated non-Senate confirmed officers to serve as acting principal officers, along with many more in recent years. The same thing Trump did. They did back, well, it started on George Washington, then the Civil War. So this is nothing new, but the people we have in Congress right now, they want to make it look like it's something new. Now, they filed this suit today against Whitaker, and I just don't know what it's about yet. I'll find out tonight. I just saw some headlines on my telephone. It started talking about headlines from the news today, and one of them was the Democrats filed a suit, and I assume the suit's against Whitaker to try to stop him from serving, although I just told you about cases going back to George Washington and all the way back to the 1870. There were cases like that. There was even one appointed for 6 days in 1866 when an assistant without Senate confirmation temporarily replaced Attorney General James Speed, who had resigned. So the president called, put him in, although he's only in for 6 days because the guy in there quit. And you got to have somebody in that office. And the one thing the guy says that the Constitution does not mandate that he has to go get confirmation first before he appoints another person, just like they appointed Matthew Whitaker. So let's find out what's on the news tonight, because like I said, it just hit, and I know they filed some kind of action against Whitaker, and we're going to find out tonight, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Thank you.